I will call upon Mr. Charles Songoni, the chairman of the Kenya National Federation of Jua Kali Federation, Mombasa chapter, to give his remarks. Karibu, Bwana Songoni.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The chief guest of CS Finance, Commissioner General KRA, and the chairman, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon again. My name is Charles Songoni. I represent the Jua Kali or SMEs families in Mombasa. I'm also the regional coordinator covering the province. I stand here on behalf of our CEO, Mr. Richard Muteti, who is attending another meeting in Nairobi, and he has sent his greetings. I am happy to join you this afternoon. I thank the KRA for the warm welcome in this invitation and this auspicious occasion. Indeed, I am humbled to be in this very lunch whose theme is Tunawiri, meaning working together and we shine, encouraging and rallying all Kenyans to play their part and in the prosperity of Kenya through paying tax. Allow me to begin by starting from the onset that there is a booming informal sector in Kenya of small traders, craftsmen, and entrepreneurs, commonly referred as to the Jua Kali sector, who are a significant to turning around this country's economy renaissance in the year 2030. Ladies and gentlemen, and the chief guest today, the Jua Kali industry started in the year 1960s to provide employment to the illiterate population. As so regarded that time, the industry grew in the 90s, driven by the growing young population faced with unemployment as the aid flows took effect. The sector has become a fascinating economy phenomenon built on a complex self-organizing community of largely informal trained mechanics, engineers, tradesmen, and it was originally set up as an industry in this country, but it took time until the government came and noticed this industry. Based on advice from the International Labour Organization as a low-cost way of creating employment and growing GDP, the Jua Kali has been out of favor in national policy of several decades and has often been neglected and treated as a low class despite its important role in creating income for our over 80% of the population of this nation. This has changed, I hope so. Just a brief history of this Jua Kali. The Jua Kali Federation was registered in 1992 under the Societies Act, Cap 108, Laws of Kenya, as an umbrella organization to represent skilled artisans in the informal economic sector through their registered primary Jua Kali associations. Under the MSC Act, the Federation is a government-recognized umbrella organization for the small manufacturing subsector and has signed a memorandum of understanding with MSEA, Micro and Small Enterprise Authority, to promote and coordinate the development of this sector. Mr. CS, you've just seen what they're doing there, and these are just some of them. With over 30 years of existence, the Federation has created and provided a robust national platform for cooperation and collaboration between previous national governments, administrations, and the Jua Kali sector. This has enabled the government to develop policies, programs, and interventions in the sector, including debate and skills development, which is among many others. Over the past few years, the Kenyan government has changed its stance, recognizing Jua Kali sector as a valuable source of skilled labor and allocating funds to support its growth in the sector. The sector is currently collaborating with various state agencies, and we are happy, Mr. CS, that your recent engagement with our Chief Officer, Mr. Richard Muteti, is addressing the possibility of an institutionalized relationship between KRA and the Jua Kali sector. That is meant to create an environment to enable the sector to develop and grow, thus contributing its fair share to the growth of our country. We will continue to seek the understanding from KRA to reduce tax compliance costs and thereby lowering the overall tax burden on small business. On this, there is need for seamless synergy between KRA, Jua Kali sector, and other related agencies for the Jua Kali sector to benefit and develop this country as envisioned in the Vision 2030. Ladies and gentlemen, as you may know, whatever you want made or copied from anywhere or created, the Kenyan informal sector, the Jua Kali people, will produce it within a moment. However, as you all know, the informal sector continues to play an important role in the growth of our economy, especially in job creation. At the same time, players in our industry are also ensuring that we produce safe quality products that can compete internationally. The Chinese products are in the market, and we have allowed them and we are competing with them. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to point out the role the Jua Kali artisans play in driving innovation, understanding of indigenous networks, and the ability to work under extreme constraints like land issues, whereby there is no land for these people. And even there is there very little. There are no offices, they work from street to street. And little do I want to say, the Kanjos are always on their necks, but they survive. We need to grow this sector and scale it to the next level in Kenya. The operators of Jua Kali business are almost caught in a culture of not just remaining small, but also never graduating to formation and more organized business. Some of them are doing pretty well, and others are in business with big potential for expansion. If they conducted their business more formally, they could expand and improve their products for a wider distribution network. But this can be done in an organized and better working environment. We applaud KRA for coming on board. Ladies and gentlemen, despite the milestones achieved in this sector, there is a growing consensus for the sector to contribute to real economic growth, especially by creating reasonable returns on the labor investment, improving productivity and competitiveness, and the level and quality of skills ready training provided. KRA should focus on policies that address cottage industries, taxation. The sector needs incentives, easier export facilities, and accessibility to taxpayer services. The sector to be guided by KRA through awareness creation, and to create a desk for the Jua Kali sector like KEPS have done. KRA, a Jua Kali man or a Jua Kali lady works every day. And we've had an agreement with KEPS whereby they have opened up a desk for especially Jua Kali. We pray that the KRA will go the same way. KRA to change culture and create awareness and be sensitive to Jua Kali sector unique needs. Our needs are not the same like other people. You know, we operate from various places. You take a call, your tap is not operating, your electricity is gone, you just take a phone and call and the Jua Kali person is there. You'll give him money and he needs to pay tax. How does that work? We need to have a point of recruitment drive for our tax bracket. Jua Kali sector views KRA as enemies. This narrative must stop, whereby tax is very important and tax is necessary and it must be done by everybody to run this country. The Jua Kali sector are not well versed with the methods that other companies are using. We need a proper Jua Kali method from KRA, whereby every Jua Kali person and lady will be accountable for paying taxes. We cannot be grouped together with, let's say, Kenya Ports Authority, Southern Region. No, let's have a platform for Jua Kali Sector, the Mama Mboga, the small person there, where he can pay his or her tax on daily basis, on weekly basis, and not wait for him until the end of the month, because some of them are illiterate, cannot write. So they need a platform where they can pay their taxes on a daily basis. Way forward, formation of a committee to address the above and leverage on existing programs. We need that committee between us, because we're employing many Kenyans. Even retirees from the government, civil servants, come back down there to a primary association, and we register them as an SMEs. We need a platform whereby we can work together very well and pay our taxes to the government. Develop long-term policies to accommodate the Jua Kali sector, and perhaps begin with a pilot to gauge their effectiveness. We need that pilot to start even yesterday, so that we can work together and see how we can better off pay our taxes as the SMEs. In conclusion, I would like to thank the government, and especially the KRA, who we are currently working closely together. And may our good God bless KRA, bless this country, and bless the SME. As we run to the end of the year, may God bless you abundantly. Asante sana.